Hi, this is Tracy from GiftBasketappeal, and today we're going to make these holiday themed embellishments using the Cupcake Liner. And I thought this would be a really cool idea. The inspiration behind this came from Joanne Kelly, and she's a YouTuber, and I will put the link to her channel. She did a Halloween rosette, and I thought it was the most beautiful thing, and I wanted to try making it and showing you. So thanks to Joanne Kelly, and let's get started. The first thing we're going to need to do is cut the cupcake liner. So we're just going to pull one of these out, and I've got tons of these, so I know what I'll be doing the next couple of days. And just make sure you have one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right across here, and then I'm going to cut a hole. I'm just cutting out the center part here. I thought this was such a good idea when I saw this. And so it looks like this right now. You're going to have to connect it. So I'm going to use hot glue to connect it because it just glues really fast. And so you're just putting it right back together. You're cutting out the center, gluing it right back together. So for right now, we're going to leave it like that. Then you're going to need a circle. And so what I did, all I did is I took a container that I had, and I wanted the circle to be a little bit bigger than my center. And so I used this to trace around it. You can use any circle. And then I ended up cutting it out. So I already did one. So I'm going to go ahead and trace around this one. Because you're going to need two of those circles. So okay, so I'm going to be using May's How Many stamp, and I like this because it has numbers. So what I decided to do was use the 25. I'm going to use the 25 to create the center part on here. So all I'm doing is I'm putting it on my stamp block, number 25. And the nice thing about that stamp is you can use it for different birthdays. So it's a very versatile stamp, and I figured I'd use 25 for the 25th of December. So on this one circle, I'm just going to try to center it the best I can. I'm going to stamp 25, and then I can just kind of color that in. So I'm going to use my Copics to give it a little bit of color. Look how cute that is. And I think I'll do red. I'm just doing a traditional Christmas colors. You can do whatever color you'd like. And this, if you look at it really carefully, it has some detail in that. It's got little stripes. So I'm going to just color in between the stripes, just gently. Give it a little bit of color. And that way it'll tie into my liner since I'm going with those colors. And I'm not even really coloring like doing the strokes, I'm just kind of dotting it. Just to add a little bit of color between those lines. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. And then I'm going to take my black Copic, because I think it needs a little bit of a border so it'll stand out more. I'm just going right along the edge here. And to me, it still needs just a little bit more. And so I'm going to use my green. And you could either do lines or dots going around here just to give it a little bit of color around the border. If you've seen me do this before, you know I love dots. And that just gives it a little border right around the edge. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go back to working with this. And so what you need is it to lay flat. And I really like this because when you push it down in the middle, and you see I'm just pushing it down, it's still a little hole in the center. It makes that circular rosette. And it doesn't flatten it out all the way so you can see the little pleats in it. Adorable. So all I'm going to do is turn it over like this, and I'm just going to press it in. Okay, so I'm going to take my little circle here, and I'm going to just put some hot glue on it. You could probably use some regular glue, but the hot glue just seems to adhere really fast. And I'm just putting it right around the outside of it. And then pushing this in, just going to lay that right on top there. And so this is the back part. And you just want this, the reason why I'm putting something on the back here is because it'll lay flat and then you could actually adhere it to something else also. And so when you turn it over, look at that. So cute. And so now I'm going to take the other part and that part is going to go on there. But before I do that, I'm going to add some ribbon to it. Talk about details. You can add all kinds of stuff to this. Just going to cut so it'll have like a little tail there. Cut another one. Just kind of cut it across there. And that way it will stick. Just going to stick it on now. And you could use this for a bunch of things. Maybe as a topper on a birthday cake. Maybe you could put a skewer on it. Attach it with a skewer and just stick it into the birthday cake maybe. So many different ideas. So now we're going to put on this part, and I'm just going to go right along the edge here. And I'm going to just position it just like that and press it down. And look how cute that is. And now I just feel like it needs one more thing, some little sparkles on it. And so I've got my stickers, and these are becoming very handy to add some little sparkly stuff to my creations. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add just little dots just a little bit. And these are stickers, but I like to put glue on them so they're more permanent. So I'm just going to put one there. And I think I'm going to put one above there. Let's kind of break it up a little bit. And many of you have asked me about this handy tool, the Quick Stick. I am really loving this because it helps you work with these tiny, tiny embellishments. And look at that. It's all done. And you could really have fun with this for different seasons, but I will never look at a cupcake liner again the way I'm looking at it now. And here's some other ones I created. Just kind of doing something different. This one I used a little tiny, tiny bead on there. And so you could add these to your gifts as well. But if you love paper crafting like I do, this is a great idea. I hope this inspired you. Go ahead and get those cupcake liners. I know you have some laying around the house somewhere. And I will go ahead and use these in some future projects. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. And don't forget to go ahead and look at Joanne Kelly's channel. She's got some really fun, crafty ideas. And I will see you real soon, and I will post a link to her channel below. Bye.